Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Intan Beduri binti Abdul Rashid and today I would like to present my self-reflection for the Digital Workforce UBM599 course. For this reflection, I have chosen Chapter 4, Freelancing Breakthrough, and Chapter 7, Digital Workers Career Management, because these two topics are closely related to my learning experiences throughout this semester. Both topics allowed me to connect what I learned in class with a real-life experiences through freelancing activities and organizing a university webinar. The purpose of this presentation is to reflect on how I applied the knowledge from this chapter in real-life situation, the challenges I faced, the skills I developed, and how these experiences have prepared me for my future career in the digital workforce. Firstly, I would like to share my experience with Chapter 4, Freelancing Breakthrough. During this course, I was required to complete 15 project bids and participate in 10 contests through freelancing platform. At first, I thought freelancing was quite simple. I believed that once I created an account and submitted a proposal, I would easily get projects and start earning income. However, after completing the assignment, I realized that freelancing is much more competitive than I expected. One of the biggest challenges I faced was my freelancer.com account was blocked 3 times, forcing me to search for alternative platform. Because of this, I explored several freelancing websites such as Workana and Dual Gig, where I complete 8 bids on Workana and 7 bids on Dual Gig. Another challenge was that many freelancing platforms require users to pay for premium features or additional bidding opportunities. For example, I paid for 41 ringgit on Workana because I thought I could immediately complete all of my required bids. However, after making the payment, I realized that I could only submit 2 bids per week before waiting for the next bidding cycle. At first, I felt quite frustrated because I expected the payment to allow me to complete all of my bids immediately. However, this experience taught me to be more patient and adaptable. I also realized the importance of understanding a platform's policies and limitations before making any payment or investment. Although I did not manage to earn any income from this platform, I learned many valuable lessons. I learned how to write better project proposal, build a professional freelancer profile, and understand the differences between project-based and contest-based work, and identify the types of digital jobs that are currently in demand. More importantly, I realized that becoming a successful freelancer is not only about having technical skills. It also requires persistence, continuous learning, and the willingness to improve after facing setbacks. Besides freelancing, I also applied the concept from Chapter 7, Digital Workers Career Management, through my role as a secretary for our webinar entitled Gen Z Career in the Digital Economy. This was my first experience handling official administrative responsibility for a university program. My responsibilities included preparing proposals, writing official documents, communicating with departments such as HEA, KPP, and HEP, recording meeting minutes, organizing meetings, printing documents, and ensuring all documentation was complete before the events. At the beginning, I felt nervous because I had never handled official university documents before. I was worried about making mistakes when preparing proposals and communicating with different departments. However, after completing the program successfully, I became much more confident in communicating professionally and managing administrative work. This experience taught me that effective communication, teamwork, and proper planning are just as important as technical knowledge in today's digital workforce. Our webinar itself also provided me with valuable knowledge about future digital careers. The guest speakers discussed many interesting topics, including artificial intelligence, big data analytics, cybersecurity, digital marketing, e-commerce, machine learning, and future digital career opportunities. This session made me realize that the digital workforce is constantly evolving and continuous upskilling is necessary to remain competitive in today's jobs market. Overall, this experience completely changed my perspective about digital careers. Previously, I thought digital work was mainly about using technology. Now, I understand that success also depends on communication, teamwork, adaptability, professionalism, and lifelong learning. Next is skills acquired and application. Throughout this subject, I developed several important skills. The first skill is professional communication. As the secretary of the webinar, I learned how to prepare formal documents, communicate with the university departments, organize meetings, and coordinate with committee members. This experience improved my confidence and taught me how to communicate effectively in a professional environment. The second skill is digital adaptability. During the freelancing assignment, I constantly had to adapt to different freelancing platforms after facing account restriction and platform limitation. Instead of giving up, I continue exploring other platforms and learn how each system works. This experience taught me that digital workers must always be flexible, open to learning, and be ready to adapt to changes in technology and digital platform. Besides these two skills, I also improved my problem solving, time management, and teamwork skills while balancing my responsibility as both a freelancer and the secretary of the webinar. I believe these skills will be very useful in my future career, especially in project management, digital marketing, business technology, or any career within the digital economy. To continue improving myself, I plan to attend more online courses, strengthen my digital portfolio, explore additional freelancing opportunities, and continuously learn new digital tools and technology. Okay, next is benefit and personal insight. These subjects have provided me with many practical insight that I did not have before. I now understand that freelancing is not simply about finding online jobs. It requires a professional portfolio, effective communication, strong commitment, and the willingness to continuously improve. I also gained a better understanding of the latest digital workforce trends and how technology is transforming industry worldwide. Among all the topics, freelancer breakthrough was the most meaningful to me because I was able to apply the concept directly through practical experience. Meanwhile, digital workers career management inspired me to think more seriously about planning my future career and continuously improving my both technical and soft skills. Okay, next is suggestion for improvement. Overall, I found these subjects very interesting and beneficial. However, I believe the learning experience could be further improved by including more practical workshops with experienced freelancers and digital industry professionals. Students would also benefit from workshops on creating professional portfolio, improving LinkedIn profiles, writing effective project proposals, and preparing for real freelancing opportunities. I believe this improvement would make the subject even more engaging and better prepare students for future careers. Okay, for the conclusion, this subject has significantly expanded my understanding of the digital workforce and future career opportunities. Both Chapter 4, Freelancing Breakthroughs, and Chapter 7, Digital Workers Career Management have helped me to develop important professional and digital skills through practical experiences. Although I faced many challenges throughout this semester, this experience taught me valuable lessons about resilience, adaptability, communication, and continuous learning. Overall, this course has shown me that becoming a successful digital worker is not only about having technical skills, but also about being adaptable, resilient, and willing to learn continuously. Moving forward, I committed to continuously improving my digital competencies, expanding my professional knowledge, and preparing myself for future opportunities in the digital economy. Thank you for your attention. This is for my presentation, and thank you.